Hey dudes, remember me? Remember me? Like Coco. The movie Coco. Remember me? I don't think the Weeiiii knows about baseball. 3 strikes and you're out. But hey, 7 nights ago, I made a rant. I spoke my mind. I don't even dare use the word freedom, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Because that's what I named my stream, my vid, sorry, excuse me. And, well, it was up long enough for 52 people to watch it, if the stats are right. 12 people to comment. And that I was taken down. The email clearly stated that I was losing my ability to live stream and to post community posts, but I was also not allowed to put up vids, shorts, or even build a playlist or add anything to playlists that were already existing. Even in the moment that it happened, divine intervention, baby. Sometimes silence is golden. That's it. Yeah. Really don't have much to say, even if I've been so quiet for 7 days, but I'm like shits and giggles, because hey, I wasn't even expecting to get it back after 7 days. Because who knows what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, the strike is because I went against local health unit and the Worldwide Health Organization, and my words that I used could incite people to not isolate. Just say it. Freedom. Freedom of speech. Freedoms to use our voice. Freedoms to say what we feel. If I had done a vid with my tits hanging out, blowing farts, I would have 1 million subs. I'd be able to be monetized, and YouTube would never cut me down. I could make vulgar videos insulting people every fucking day if I wanted to, and I would not be taken down. I could name the kinds of vids that I could make, and I'd be completely under the radar, protected by the tube, and I'd be monetized. But because I'm just a little baby channel that after 3 years still not got to 1,000 subs, and I spoke my mind, but what I felt about this world, but where we're at collectively, and especially in Canada right now. I want to specify that in the last couple days, here in Ontario, we're under the Emergency Law Act, I think they're calling it, which is basically martial law. Yeah, Ontario's under martial law. Whether they want to decorate it with a different word or not, that's what we're under right now. Yep. It's funny how across the world, every individual, every family, every community is going through different timelines. How those people whose life has hardly been affected at all, well, how they can shame and guilt people who are living in communities that are like the highest mandated with many, many, many restrictions. People like that don't even think we're like doing a good thingy. We should just break it to the mandates and do what we want. Don't matter if we're poor and we can't afford the fine, possible jail time. Hypocrisy is at an all-time high. But I'm gonna focus on the love part. The love is at an all-time high as well. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go with my channel this week. I'm living the reflection of the Canadian timeline right now, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Ask for love, prayer, and protection. Ask for those who missed me and Lily Rose to just please comment. Please. Not being able to interact has been wonderfully magical. But hey, in a town, city, where we're very isolated, right? It's nice to have my YouTube world. I missed you guys. I want to say openly, and if this gets me striked out, well, so be it, that locally it's very hard even to go out and about. As people across Canada and the world stand up for truth and freedom, risking their lives, basically, right? Especially now in Ontario. There's going to be targeted blackouts and rounding up of humans who are standing for freedom peacefully. I don't watch or listen to the news, but I get what I'm supposed to get it. And in the car yesterday, I got a blurb of what the news portrays as what's going on in, Ottawa and other places, and it's very disgusting, very one-sided, very judgmental. It's making the truckers sound like they are like fucking pure evil, to be honest. For no wonder people who think they are informed and educated because they watch the news are in such fear. Those of us who have made vids trying to show what it looks like or share things are getting cut down. I'm not the only one that got a strike in the 7 days. A lot of other little channels and people that I had found since the convoy energy started disappeared at the same time. So I'm thinking in the next 24 hours, the inflow of those of us who have been silent because, we're not allowed to speak our mind. I want to say that if you want to buy a car, you can go online and there's so many sites where people give their opinion and it's not always nice. You can go on Travel Advisory and look for a specific restaurant, and because somebody went there one day and was in a bitchy mood, they write things that are so slanderous and ugly. And that isn't allowed. People are allowed to give their opinion in order to inform others about every single thing that they want, except for things to do with health. If that's not enough to shake people up, if people who have certain opinions and judgments and true convictions about what's going on aren't shaken up, that people are being censored. Wow. That's fucked up. Trigger warnings for Harry Potter, guys. Trigger warnings on books about the Holocaust, guys. And people want to act like everything's just fine. What I was going to say earlier is being around and out and about locally is very hard right now. I would have thought that people would have started to take their masks off in order to support the people across the world standing for their freedom. But it's very few and far between. It's gonna use the word zombie world out there. There's less and less eye contact. And then there's the blessed person who's not wearing a mask. Went to 3 stores yesterday with Lily and I walked out of 2 of them. Because the energy, the looks, the zombie-esque energy, mass, psychosis, all around, tastes like shit, guys. There's strength in numbers. Strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers, guys. I'm just gonna leave this at that. If I disappear really fast again, well, those people who got a chance to see this, then, you know. I want to thank the people who reached out and who I had awesome conversations with through texting. Yeah, babies, me love you. I want to thank the people who are connected to me and Lily, but especially me telepathically. The dream time, speechless, it's amazing. The energy coming towards us of love is beautiful. And there's a bunch of other stuff that's not beautiful, and forgive them. They know not what they do. Benevolent mercy are the 2 words that are like flowing through the most right now for me. Hold the line, obviously, as well. The truth shall set you free. One thing I realized about myself is that if somebody questioned me about something a million different ways, my answers would all equal to the same thing all the time. I've not woven a web of lies for my life right now. I may have fucking nothing but my integrity and my dignity. But man, that feels good. It does. It feels so good. The song I listened to on repeat the most yesterday for Love Day is Whitney Houston, The Greatest Love of All. I believe the children are our future. Show them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. All children should be looked at like little gods and goddesses, and people's light up when they walk into the room. And that's the world that I believe in. Those of you who've listened to me for a long time, you know I believe that people will make the right choices. So martial law around here, as much as it's like terrifying as a word, as a concept, Avatar babies, right? Jake was a fucking traitor. He didn't give a shit about the land. He wanted his legs. He was on a mission. And then he learned. He went from ignorance, which is lack of knowledge, and he learned the love of the land and the love of people, true tribe. And Jake and a few others changed the course of a mission by standing tall, by being brave, by doing the right thing. And that's what I believe. this timeline right now. Please, those of you who can support this timeline in the highest, most beautiful outcome for the greater good of the all. Please, send energy, amplified angels. Because if this goes yucky and people don't make the right choices, I'm in a military town. I'm on the street they do maneuvers on. This is the street they practice on. Smack dab in the middle of it all. Did you know that of all the animals of nature, the buffalo runs straight into the storm? Yeah. The buffalo runs straight into the storm. Then at some point, as the other animals are hiding and the storm's all around them, the buffalo's already gone through the storm. White buffalo calf woman.